Okay, everybody, we are back. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. Woohoo! Let's see what we got going on here. Hey, babe, I'm getting back on. Hey, everybody, welcome back.
Getting back on?
Yeah, I'm back on now.
You know Stephanie was pissed because y'all talking Chapman, right?
Yeah.
Walker?
Well, I'll talk to Stephanie.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Okay, where's Stephanie at? Stephanie! Stephanie, where are you?
Did I make it back?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Your previous stream, but I keep getting unsubscribed. I can't figure out what's happening. No, not the Donna in here, guys. No. No.
Oh, God, no.
Not the Donna in here.
Shell?
Yeah.
I got you. I promise I got you.
Stephanie, I know you're watching, girl. Come back in here. I want to talk to you.
I'm going to tweet this out again.
No sound. Mr. Little Rosie, try, can you all hear me fine?
I hear you.
Okay.
But does the chat hear us? Like the chat's not
I
moving.
have no sound, Rosie, it says. I have sound. Yeah, it's Rosie. She just needs to leave and then come back in. Yeah.
Oh my God, my Alexa just went off. Creepy.
Your Alexa off.
I need to get back together with Kevin until I'm done with this. he's my resource, my IT.
Stephanie, I can tell you one thing. He was going after your ranch, and he said some terrible things about you too.
I'm trying to find. Hold on, wait for a minute.
I've seen the text messages.
Mm-hmm.
I still have them. I have it all.
Unfortunately, all my messages are gone because once I deleted all my pictures out of our communication on Twitter, he deleted everything. And
right, but you know where I got lucky, Diane? And had I not had that visit with Uber, I was tired of scrolling up trying to follow the conversation. So one night I took 20 minutes and I screenshotted all my DMs. And had I not done that, I would have lost them all and had no proof.
Well, see,
But luckily I screenshotted all of them.
See, with me though, I didn't know anything was going on. I didn't know he was having all these conversations with all these other women.
None of us did.
What did Sparks say?
Donna how good people get bashed and predators get defended.
2002. But that was a different Donna. Sparks.
This isn't any Donna that we know.
No.
His mother just happens to be named Donna.
She's an 81-year-old crazy lady that he lives with. She's not even online, I don't think.
She said, no, but scroll up. She says Donna Lee Ridley, deceased, age 75, January 1st, 2012, Bakersfield, California.
Nope.
I mean, can I just ask a question, just throw it out? What was his objective in all this, in this community? What was he looking to?
Diane, he wanted to move to Seattle with Donna, marry me. He knows, here's what I think with me, and this is just an assumption from what he told me.
What the heck is that?
He wanted to marry me, move to Seattle because he loves nurses. He's not healthy. He's on oxygen with a walker and compression socks. I think he wanted me to take care of him. He knows my family's got a lot of money, and he wanted a good rest of his life. And I think he would have brought Donna, his mother, up here, and I think they would have played that role until they both died. Wow. Honestly. She's down there playing the role now. Or let's say, for argument's sake, his mom did die. That story's true. It doesn't matter. It's peripheral. It's irrelevant. there is a crazy lady there. She called me.
She actually called.
Whether it's his roommate or his mother is moot. It's peripheral. It's fringe. The point is they're both predators. If she's going along corroborating this and backing him on everything he's doing, it doesn't matter if it's his mom. It doesn't matter if she's his dog walker.
Who is Tamara Kelly Anderson, Sparks?
What is all that info? What is that? I don't know.
Yeah, what is that?
I can't see chat, you guys.
Oh, sorry, Negs. His real name is
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Oh, okay. Can you type it in there for Negs?
It's been typed in there a couple of times.
Yeah, but Negs just saw it. Okay,
And Negs, this was some of the stuff that I was trying to warn you about, and a couple others. You know what I'm talking about.
Now listen, when Tamara was over here at my house, I saw these text messages that he sent her. Absolutely mind-blowing.
And DMs.
I mean, he was talking about Stephanie. He was how bad Stephanie was. He was talking about how bad Amanda was. He was talking about everybody. Terrible. He was going to get everybody's wrench taken away.
Yes, and Stephanie, while you're defending, and if you are still here, the man that you're defending consistently called you a drug addict still, that you were a tweaker. He had some really nice, kind words to say about you while he was running to you, trying to get you on his side because he was so angry at Tamara.
And he was telling me, and Uber saw it, he's telling me to shut my fucking mouth. You're speaking to an alpha male now, woman. You need to learn to shut your fucking mouth and listen. I showed Uber it all.
This whole thing is so crazy to me.
Telling me to shut the fuck up, go play with your lesbians, he'd always say. He got so mad when I played with Shell and Sweet. Honestly, he gets so angry. I would do it more.
I really had no clue that he was so deep in.
Oh, that's nice, Stephanie. Thank you. Honey,
sick.
we are looking out for everybody in here.
Everybody.
This man is predator. I mean, Stephanie, I could tell he tried getting a hold of you too, but I'm telling you, I saw it firsthand. He tried taking Yaba's ranch away, said that he'd done that, and he had a whole list of names of the ranches he was going to take down and fuck up. You were on that. Amanda Love, all my ranches were involved in this.
He told me, he texted me and he goes, I did it. I got Yaba's wrench taken away. I was like, why would you do that?
Is Amanda in here? Oh, Amanda, I just want
Amanda
to
Love
say, I
is in
apologize to Amanda.
I think he did it to piss me off because he knows I love Yaba, and that pissed him off.
This is not a YouTube drama thing.
No.
Tamara had genuine feelings for this man. This was genuine. You know, real serious conversations had happened. The reason this is coming out now is because it became obvious that when he could not have Tamara, he was going to do anything he could, which meant going to Stephanie and trying to tear her apart. He
started sending pictures and telling me about his health problems and stuff, I was like, this isn't the man I've been talking to for 3 weeks. Who is this? And then the rage started. And then all this. I didn't know what he looked like. I had this image of this strong sailor who was protecting me, and he always had my back. Everywhere I went, he was right there for me, right? I'm his queen.
Well, the pictures that he sent me were nothing like the picture that you got, Tamara. I mean, I have family pictures with his son and his daughter, you know, this healthy American family, and that's what I saw.
From 20 years ago.
Well, obviously. But I want to apologize to Amanda Love because I had sent her a message one night on Twitter because I was very angry that he was talking so ridiculously about me and lying. And I told her to please make it stop because he's basically slandering me. And
yes, you didn't do anything wrong. And I feel, honestly, I could see from the chats, I know that you guys, that you specifically believe that you had a genuine friendship, and my heart aches for you. I am so sorry that this all has happened, and it's terrible. It's horrible.
I am putting the link to Megan's Law down in here, and also his name in the chat, so y'all can look up his record himself.
I mean, the same morning he's telling Uber Tamara's pathetic. She's watch out for that. He's 5 minutes later. Uber and I compared times and dates. 5 minutes later, telling me I'm his queen. I'm his everything.
Jennifer,
anything I need today, I'm at your service.
Jennifer Custer's in here. He talked to you about your children, Jennifer? See? This is unbelievable to me.
So
It's unbelievably that this is unbelievable. This man had the nerve to speak to Jennifer about her children.
Right. Or Jody.
This
Tell
is
me,
Jody.
our main concern. He goes into these people's vlogs, these live streams that have children, like Steve Vlogs. His girls are in there. You guys need to be very careful. He's going to be coming back under different names.
Sparks, this wasn't he didn't
do any
he didn't do anything that would anyone would have to call the police for or anything. There's nothing. The whole point of this was that he was actually trying to get other people in our community to hurt Tamara in her real life. He was trying to branch out to people so that they would look into her background.
Which they did.
Her work contacted her to let her know that someone searched her background.
No, my lawyer did. But my work, I get a bumper email. If anyone
It's
calls
still
an
there.
inquiry.
The link is
I
working
have
just
two of
fine.
them. I have 2 emails that I showed Uber from my work saying we had this call today at this time. It was alerted because I have an alert.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to go into why. I shouldn't fucking have to.
Now,
but I do. I'm protected at work.
We do not know when this happened, when he got this charge. All we know is that he is on the sexual sex offender list in California.
And what's sick is he's seen my badges. He's seen my doctors. He's seen my work. I've sent him so many pictures from work and with my doctors and my badges. He knows the wing I work at and has my badge.
Stephanie, his roommate is his mother.
And knowing that I'm a nurse, to still go and plant it that I'm not. You need to look this up. You need to look this up. You can look it up all day to Tuesday under the name they have. You're not going to find it. Thank God I never gave him that name. He just has my badge, but I redacted.
Viper, thank you. Viper, thank you.
I don't know if it's a violation of his parole, talking to women online. I have no idea. That's a good question. I don't know because
yes, Tilly, it's live. Sorry, I'm sorry.
So I'm just shaking. I can't.
$19.95. Okay, thank you, Sparks.
Sick.
Yeah, Tamara, I would. Did you?
Thank you, Sparks.
Did you file a restraining order on him?
I have actually 5 C&Ds I'm holding on to, and I'm not done here. This could be just beginning. I have 5 C&Ds and a no contact order being issued to him, or a C&D and a no contact. That's how I got the address and the last name and everything. Once I had the last name and address, Jody got that, and then once I got the last name and address, it was easy today to find everything else out.
So you guys, the whole point of this is there are people out there that are grooming these women, not only for them, but for their children. So if they can groom you and then talk you into bringing your children into this, there's a fucking problem here. With people
he would ask me all the
shit.
time to talk to my son. Put that kid on the phone. I want to talk to him. Put that kid on the phone. You think I'm going to put my child, my only child?
Mary.
That you're so interested in his physical.
I don't think the chat can hear me talking.
Yes, they can hear you.
All right.
Yeah, they can hear you. Listen, and we're in here right now. Marytown's place is Steve Vlog's wife. Thank you, Viper. Would somebody like to tell Steve Vlog's wife what's going on? Mary, you need to listen to this. Go ahead, Diane.
Okay. This man that goes under the name or went under the name on YouTube as Captain Buford Justice. Was that the correct way to say it? anyway, he started talking to me quite a long time ago. He kind of, you know, we were DMing each other. Nothing in my case that went over the line, but he started becoming creepy. You know, exchanging pictures, telling lies about me to these other women. He was going to Tamra. He was going to Uber, saying to Uber that I wanted to meet him in a motel or a hotel in New York. He's crazy. I never said anything like that. Once I mentioned that he was creepy, it got back to him, and then he kind of left me alone, but was still going after me behind the scenes. In the case of Tamara, though, it got a little bit more involved. Nothing happened with me as serious that happened with Tamara. I didn't have to get
the second it was public that Kevin and I broke up, because everybody knew I had my Kevin. We were crazy. I had the best boyfriend in the world, and I didn't tell anybody. I don't come into chats. You'll never see me burdening people with my help or my problems, anything. So I never told anybody, oh, I broke up with my boyfriend. I don't want all that. Oh, sorry. You know, I just keep it. I don't do that. I come in, I laugh, I have fun, I keep it moving. And so nobody knew that I broke up with Kevin. So he wasn't really pushing it. Then it's at the minute it was known that I broke up with Kevin, he was telling Uber, give Tamara my information. She needs to get on my Twitter. And he was pressuring it a lot. Like, and I'd forget, and I'd be in chat, and he'd say, you forgot, didn't you? You forgot, didn't you? And badger until Uber gave the information, until we did it. And then it all, he watches, he listens, and he plays on what, just like he did with Jody, just like he did with you, Diane, just like he did with the other one that we're not going to mention, because she hasn't come forward, so I don't want to do that. But he knows, and a doctor actually put this together for me the other day, and I was floored. He played on me as the protector, and I'm going to be the queen. And the doctor said, don't you think that's funny, because you're the only girl with 14 boys, so you've always been protected. And that you've probably been like the little queen in the family because you're the only girl. And so he knows this, and he would always say, I bet you're the prince, I bet you're the queen of your family. Tamara. He knows this.
Tamara.
What?
Stephanie, what? Stephanie just put up, says, Tamara, he told me you came after him.
No, she did not.
Yeah, I'm going to catfish beneath what I could do in real life. You guys know who my ex is. He's famous.
It's nothing
I'm going to go from him to that as a catfish. Are you kidding me?
He told me that that Tamara went after him, that Diane went after him, that Jody went after him. And I'm going to tell you right now.
And Rosie
went after him.
Rosie went after him. Our little Rosie.
See how crazy that sounds? Now that it's all out there?
He told me Rosie was starting to have feelings, and he asked for my advice. What should I do? It's uncomfortable.
He was trying to turn each and every one of us against each other while he's
and he did.
He did.
He accomplished it.
Yep. That's why I didn't answer your DM, Diane. Weren't you wondering?
Yeah, I was wondering. And
really?
Jody too? And Jody wasn't talking to me anymore. I was like, why are these people not talking to me anymore?
Yep.
They won't answer me in DMs. I was mind boggled.
Because you were the worst thing in the world. You were a viper. You were the snake that just gets in it, and you're going to do this.
But you know what? Hang on a minute. Ronnie.
It's not about you.
You do the same thing. Ronnie, you do the same thing. You buy into shit without going into it and looking in deeper. So when you say maybe, just maybe, you should all be looking into things before you buy the tail, you're absolutely right with that. But you know what? Two flips of the coin, you've done the same thing. We are not perfect, and we're doing this now. We're trying to make amends. This is serious shit, Ronnie.
I'll admit it. I'm an idiot. I'm too trusting. I trust people. I think people are telling me the truth because I do. My whole family tells me I'm gullible, and I'm dumb that way. I always have been. I trust people. I think people are telling me the truth. I assume they are, and I'm new to this. And I haven't been around the internet a long time. You know what I mean?
To be fair, though, I mean, he is very good at this. This is what he does.
No, absolutely. And I'm not saying invite sex registers offenders to his stream. Oh yeah, you know what? But new metal, what you're telling me then is anybody that comes into my stream, I need to do a background check on them and find out what. I can't do that.
Don't even bother.
Neither can Ronnie. That's ridiculous to even think that.
That was an attention grab. It's not about him. This is about the ladies who are up on the screen.
This is about a registered sex offender.
Yes.
This is about somebody who manipulates other women to go after other women. These people have been in my private, personal, real life for not 1 month, not 6 weeks, 7 months. I've been quiet and smart and sitting back and gathering my info and getting my intel. I've got a dozen people sending me shit. And so when you think you're private DMing your bullshit, I have it. Uber saw it.
Mm-hmm.
I have it.
I saw everything.
And I'm done with this shit.
Doing
I've been patient and I put up with it. And I've gotten dragged and I've gotten stepped on and I've gotten my name slandered by people who know damn well and have seen me at work. I'm done with this shit. I'm done. And it stopped here and it stopped today, or I will come just as furious and hard for anybody.
Thank you, Ronnie. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I do. Thank you.
Yeah, he is a sicko.
What's going on in chat? Can you guys kind of keep me? I can't see chat. So.
Ronnie says, you got more problems out there than Kim. But yeah, address this, please. He's a sicko.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You're right.
Thanks, Nagsy. What?
Okay, guys. So, okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, I just, I really seriously had no idea that this had gone this far and widespread. I thought that, I'm going to be honest with you guys, that, you know, it was an isolated incident with me that we just.
Diane, God knows how many others.
There's others.
These are just who come and contacted us. I got 3 others that aren't here today. Because this all went down quick and we're like, get it out there. You know, this can't wait.
Look at Jennifer, poor Jennifer and her beautiful children. She just said in the chat that they had many DMs, so he was going after her. She was the new victim.
That is sick.
It's absolutely disgusting. And
we noticed, dude, and Shell and I noticed that on Twitter, where he had latched on and boom, 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 all of a sudden to somebody. And we saw that with Jennifer. And Jennifer, that's why I went in your DMs and I didn't say anything. I just said, shit's going down. If you hear my name, just come to me. That's all I said. I was just come to me and talk to me first.
Yep.
Because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of all these private DMs, all these people are so concerned with my life. Because let me put it out there, I could give 2 shits what y'all do in your real life.
Mm-hmm.
Not 2 shits. I've got a background check membership with my LLC for my properties. I could put in anybody's name. I haven't so much as put in anyone's name.
But why would you do that?
Google search.
Why would you do
that?
Because
I don't care.
But I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand any of it. I don't understand any of it. I'm going to say like right now, I don't give a flying fuck about any of your background, what you do for a living, where you live. I don't care. I came out here.
Shell's one of my life best friends now. She's literally, she's coming to see me. We're hanging out. I'll go visit her. We're life friends now. And you know what she told me the other day? She said, I don't care if you're not a nurse.
Nope.
I love you.
I don't give a crap. I could care less.
It shouldn't matter what.
It doesn't make a difference.
That's the thing. But people are
people on here are spending
so invested and they're sitting 6-hour, 8-hour hangout call's going to get to the half-informed bottom of it.
But to do a background check and
go to these people and ask them. Go to these people and say, what Tamara did to you? What has Tamara ever done to you? There's no answer.
Nothing.
There's no reason.
Well, there's no reason.
But just to do it.
That shit. Tamara, there's no reason for anyone to do that shit anywhere. Not just him, but other people do it too. And I don't get it. I just never get the whole background checks. And
I don't either. I would never do that. And I can. I have I could do like $30,000 a month if I want to.
No, I could too. But I'm not.
That's right. MFW said, and this is exactly what Tamara says. She says, as long as people aren't conning or begging, who cares? Exactly.
Right.
And
that's what I've always told Shell. I go, I could understand if I held a fundraiser and I was, some tragic story where everybody sent me money, or some tragic story, or GoFundMe, or I asked or accepted anything, because I've had a lot of offers for stuff. I want to send you this. I want to send you this. Absolutely not. I'm going to send your kid this. He was going to send my son a Rolex. I said, the hell you are. He was going to send me family heirloom jewelry. And I said, absolutely not. I don't accept. Shell tried to send me $20 the other day to buy Uber a coffee. I wouldn't take it. I don't take shit. I don't ask for shit. I give a lot, though. Mm-hmm. I sure have sent a lot of money through the fucking internet.
But the fact is that you've never asked for anything?
Ever.
But someone in our community still did a background check on you.
I'm on the phone, Sabina. Oh, God, you guys, my crazy neighbor. You guys want to hear something funny? Here we go. While we're waiting. My neighbor's calm, yeah. Hi, Sabina. Sorry, I'm on the phone, though.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Do you have any more problem with those little ants?
I just saw a little ant the other day, and it freaked me out.
Okay. I got my guy here.
Oh, God.
Do you want to leave her a card?
We had an ant problem last year. Yeah. Oh, you guys are the...
I have him in my house now.
Oh, honey.
I'll grab you a card.
Okay, sweetie. Okay, honey. No, I'll call you guys. You guys are to stop bugging me. I don't need a card. I got it. Yeah.
The whole point of this live stream so that you be on the lookout and be aware of who's coming into your DMs.
Because it's right when it happens, right?
Tamara, can you
yeah, because they're coming up by my sink.
That's the water source.
Okay, honey, I got to go on this call, but thank you, Sabina. I appreciate it.
He's coming back in 2 weeks for a follow-up.
Okay, honey.
Are you at work, Tamara?
Okay, love. All right. Thank you, Sabina. God, I love her. I do. I freaking love that woman.
Are you at work?
No, I'm at home.
Oh, okay.
It's a doctor conference.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm sorry. I thought I muted it. I just wanted to hear the first part, but then I thought I muted the rest of it.
Trying to tell the truth about and warning everyone that this happened here with this man, and that he's not going to go away. He's obviously going to create new accounts. Just be aware of who you allow into your DMs, who you allow into your life, who you talk to, what you talk about on the internet. You shouldn't be talking about anything private, personal, and that's really it.
And Uber, I sent you the couple his troll ones that I know.
Yes.
Because he uses specific things, you guys. If you see him talking about Nagsy being gay, he's stuck on Nagsy being gay. He's stuck on Nags being a teabagger. Those are his key words. He's probably listening now. Honestly, he would always tell me that, and he'd get so mad. If I talked to Ron or commented on his shit, he would be right in my DMs going, what the fuck? You fucking blah, blah, about Ron. And I'm like, I commented on it. What the fuck? But then he's always like, he's gay, He's gay, and he likes to teabag. And he was so
Kara,
adamant.
stop saying it. There's 100 people here. Stop saying that.
What? Teabag? Ronnie teabagging? I'm not even sure I know what that means. I think I do, but I don't even know.
I'll send you a picture later on.
No, thank you. You send me that, you're getting a blue waffle.
Jesus Christ, girls. Ashley wants to know, why didn't you all ghost him if you were thinking he's a big fat weirdo?
You're cutting out, sweetie. I didn't get that.
Well, I ghosted him. He ghosted me a while back, so that's why I was unaware. I knew something was off with him when he started making lies up about me after we stopped talking. I saw the lies that he posted himself. I didn't know, though.
I missed the question.
Other things were going on behind the scenes. I didn't know he was talking to Uber. I didn't know that he was talking to Tamara about me. I didn't know this. This all kind of came together by everyone talking about what was going on. I just found out about this last night.
Nobody's talking about Negs, Eastender. Nobody's talking about Negs at all.
We're saying what he was saying about Negs and him getting mad at me.
Yeah, he was saying
he would get jealous. Captain was getting jealous with Tamara because she talked to Negs. And he didn't like it, so he was saying that.
Or just comment, or I could send a thing flipping Negs off a gift, because guys, I do that with him. It's funny to me. So I'll flip him off or roll my eyes, and he would lose his mind. Any kind of comment to Ron at all.
He did call Tamara's job.
Yes, he did call Tamara's job.
I don't know who exactly did, but I get 2 bumper emails, and I showed Uber. I have the 2 emails from my work warning me and alerting me that there was an inquiry into my employment there.
Stephanie says, I never called anyone's job. Wanted me to, he wanted me to, but I wouldn't do it. So see, yes.
It was probably him.
It was
probably
him. He has been playing each and every one of us against each other.
Absolutely.
But he was the one who said Stephanie ran the background, wasn't it? Wasn't it him who said that? So he told Stephanie that he ran it, but he told you that Stephanie ran it?
Yeah, he told me that Stephanie did. Well, a couple people have told me that Stephanie did, honestly.
Kitty says, Uber, in all fairness, there was back and forth comments, and Ned's was timed out. He shouldn't have been the only one. I don't know what happened. I was gone.
It's all right.
So I don't know what happened.
Hey, you guys, I missed Ashley's. And Ashley, just so you know, you and Diane were the first ones that he talked about with me. And it was something about, he explained it that in some chat, you got fixated on him because he wanted to give you breakfast in bed. It was an Arthur movie reference or something like that. And then after he told you to calm down in DMs, that you just went on this mission and you were out to get him. So if I hear anything from Ashley, and I'm like, Ashley doesn't care about him, you know, and I told you, Shell, I said, you know what happened is he probably said something really inappropriate, made her uncomfortable, and she called him on it. Because Ashley's very straight. Ashley's straightforward. If she's not comfortable, she's going to tell you. Ashley's a good girl.
Viper's a good guy, Kitty, so he's trying to help us. He's okay.
With the Ashley thing, something obviously happened in chat. She came into this other chat that we were in, and she just kind of said that she felt uncomfortable that he had crossed the line.
MFW. All it took was it was 1 second. I was talking to Tamara. She told me his full name. She knew, and all I did was type it into Google, and it was the 3rd one down. Boom, there it was. It was just right there for us to see the whole time.
Right.
It was no searching. It literally took 1 second.
Not a dime spent, nothing.
All you have to do is put it into Google. It comes up, and then it goes right to the California State Legal website.
Okay, so Stephanie Brown says, someone tell Tamara if she has any questions about this. I'm more than willing to tell her what was said. So, Tamara, I'm telling you right now, he was playing Stephanie against you also.
We know that.
And you against Steph. So,
so crazy. It's so crazy how it just kind of, snowballed. It just kept snowballing.
Because he had a good reputation. He did. People trusted him. People believed him. He told me that he was Crystal's man. Remember when Crystal, that hangout we were in, Diane, long time ago, like 7 months ago, when all this happened, right? With and Crystal came in, she was upset and hurt. She was hurt that he just blocked her. Because he was mad because she took Doughboy back, which is nobody. And we were saying it's nobody's business. That's Crystal's business. If she wants what she wants to do. And so he told me, I'm Crystal's manager. I'm running her site. I'm going to help her build her channel. She's taking my advice. And I started laughing. I started laughing, and he got really pissed. I go, oh, you're serious? He like legit self-appointed him Crystal's manager and demanded that she follow his rules. And and Crystal probably thought he had the best interest or whatever. And then he said he removed himself as manager. I'm not going to be your manager anymore, and blocked her. You were there, Diane.
Yep.
And
I remember asking Crystal, did you ever talk to this guy on the phone? Because I started saying to myself in that chat, and I remember saying it to Ashley, I said, what if he's just a catfisher, that these pictures are not really him? We don't even know who we're talking to. No one knows who we're even talking to. And Crystal said she talked to him on the phone. That's the only person that at that point I knew had spoken to him on the phone. I didn't know that anyone
look what Kitty just put. He told me Crystal lied to him and used him. For what?
Yep.
What the
hell? Told me that too. He told me that too. To build her channel, he said. Because he was he told me he was Uber's manager, and they talk every morning about what's going to go down on the show.
He really gets around.
Yeah.
Yep, and Uber showed me her text where there'd be days she didn't respond to him. But he was shitting his pants that day I was going out to Uber's, because he was all texting her, I need to talk to you before you go live with Tamara.
Yep.
And B is in here. I had contacted B because he sent me a message on YouTube accusing me of sharing pictures of him with B, and I said, "What? What are you talking about?" I said,
"Oh, he badmouths Randy all the time. He's like, Randy's got a big mouth. She's out there. She can't be trusted. This and that. To where poor Randy really, I saw her on a live stream. He texted me. He goes,
"Wait, did someone block Tilly? Someone blocked Tilly. I see in the chat.
No, she's unblocked. It was she can't. She's okay.
He texts me, and he's like, Randy just said I hate her on live stream. I go, well, go in there.
I know.
I go in there and be nice to her.
He reported me. Let him report.
B and I spoke about this. I never did that. And when I told B this, she was like, I don't even know what you're talking about. It was so crazy. But the thing with him is he would come into Randy's live streams and say, hi, beautiful, smile beautiful for me. And he was flirting with her. He was just flirting with her.
He told me I could trust B, don't trust Randy.
Well,
that's what he told me. And he was adamant about that. And then he said that Randy was like, oh, I think Captain Hastings or something. And I said, go in there and be nice to her. And he goes, okay. And I think he went in that night and said, hey, Randy, or something like that. But he was disappointed in Randy. I can't remember what he was done with Randy because he was disappointed. I think it was maybe the night Uber and her were on Katie's. And he went nuts.
I don't know. All I know is that I saw him around making his round.
Uber, if it actually hits YouTube.
I'm sorry that I didn't,
What happened?
He said, Viper just said that I was reported, that it looks like Captain reported me to YouTube.
How would someone know that?
Yeah, how would he know that?
Because Viper's stinger?
No, but how would someone know if it doesn't make a difference whether this is, this is all true. It's all factual.
Who's Viper?
I don't know.
You're not telling any tall tales here. This is all true.
Who's Viper?
I don't know.
I have my friends in a long story to type. I'll contact Uber. Well, yeah, I don't think I can get in trouble, and even if I do, this is well worth it.
This is important, and
Uber right now, read off the bottom disclaimer under that Megan's website. You read that off, and that's the disclaimer to that picture and his information. Read that disclaimer. Like, read it live. So you've read the disclaimer.
Right. Doxing someone is if you share private and personal information about someone that is not public. This is public on a public website that he is a predator. And
we have other private information that we're not sharing for those reasons.
Exactly.
What am I reading?
At the bottom of this picture, there's a legal disclaimer. You read off live that legal disclaimer.
I'm not finding it.
It's underneath the information where it mentions the thing about what his crime was.
That's all legal. That's a legal disclaimer. A public legal disclaimer.
I'm on Megan's Law website, and I'm not seeing.
Oh no, the other one.
Oh, sorry, Uber.
The Megan's Law one, you have to click the I am not a robot, and then you have to go through that. That's a big, huge, long disclaimer.
On which site?
The first, the other website that has.
Okay, let me look.
This really blew my mind, all of this.
Diane, you should have been on the when Shell and I couldn't breathe. Like we were literally. Shell cried.
I cried.
Shell literally cried, and Shell's not a crier like that,
I cried.
Why would I want to read a disclaimer on this site? Because I'm not showing this site.
Because it's a legal disclaimer to the reported.
You think it would cover her butt?
Right.
It says, okay, this is a big long one. This says no representation is made that Craig Stephen Riley is currently on state offenders registry. All names presented here were gathered at a past date. Some persons listed might no longer be registered sex offenders, and others might have been added. Some addresses or other data may no longer be current. Owners of thehomefax.com assume no responsibility and expressly disclaim responsibility for updating this site to keep information current, or no one ensures the accuracy or completeness of any posted information. Accordingly, you should confirm the accuracy and completeness of all posted information before making any decision related to any data presented on this site. The information on this website is made available solely to protect the public.
Yep.
Anyone who uses this information to commit a crime or to harass an offender or his family is subject to criminal prosecution and civil liability. There you
Okay.
go. There's
Now,
your disclaimer.
you know how it says this is intended to go verify. We then went to the Megan's Law California State Registry to verify.
Yep. Can I just point out that in the chat here, Trailer Park Barbie typed, hell, he talked to Sam. Do I assume that Sam is her child? Did Captain
Yes, Sam is her child.
So he spoke to Trailer Park Barbie's son.
That he requests to talk to your child. He asked me, he's like, put some on phone. I want to talk. Let me talk to that kid. Always trying to talk to my son.
Doesn't Trailer Park? I'm sorry, I don't know a lot about her, but doesn't her son have some issues as well? Is he going after women whose children have disabilities?
Hey, my kid's awesome.
Your kid is a grown man.
I'm joking.
Your kid's a grown man. He's different.
Right.
Yeah,
but
Trailer Park Barbie, her son is underage.
Huh?
Barbie, did he actually talk to your son ever?
And it's funny, here's 3 women now just today with special needs children.
That's what I'm saying. Is he going after women whose children have special needs?
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Barbie said yes, he has spoken to her son. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
He's 8 years old.
Wow.
This is why you guys don't want to let your kids get on and speak with these people.
What does a 57-year-old man need to speak to a child for? One viable reason.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Sick.
Wow.
Trailer Park Barbie, you've got to keep your child off the internet. And this is why. All of our greatest fear is our children coming in contact with a sex offender. And he was right here in our group. Nobody should have their little children on a live stream ever. Ever.
Or on the phone
and
with
anybody
a stranger.
Anybody asks to speak to your child, the answer is obviously no. And this is why.
Yep.
This is horrifying. I feel like I'm going to start crying again.
My son's 21, and he was not going to talk to my child.
I actually feel like I could start crying again. I hate the fact that this pig was in my DMs. I hate the fact that I spoke to an absolute pig of a human being.
Me too.
Captain, if you are watching this, oh, no, I didn't want to say it. I'm just going to step away from it. I'm horrified. I'm horrified.
It's a horrifying.
He's done in this community, but this doesn't stop here for me. I warned him. When I first started talking to him. He knows who my family is. And I'm not trying to be some fucking Guido here, some Italian fucking, but he knows. And I warned him. I said, I just be careful with what you're doing with me and stuff. I got 14, I'm not playing. I don't play like that. I'll be quiet and you think I'm dumb and you think I'm not doing anything. But like I told him, I'm nice until I'm not. And you try to hurt me in my real life, I'll be quiet and I'll sit back for 7 months. But when I come for you, I'm coming for you. I'm done with this shit. I've been so hurt. You know the nights I've cried the shell over this?
You need
to my stomach why people would hurt me for no reason. People I've done nothing to. It makes me sick. This whole thing has made me sick. I've never known human beings in my 48 years of life until this year in this corner.
Yes, Tilly. Yes, Tilly. Yes, the answer to that is yes.
I feel like,
and that's something I want you guys to know something, you girls. You did nothing wrong.
No.
This is what a manipulator and a predator does. They try to turn everything back out on you. You haven't done anything wrong. So what you need to learn from this is you need to educate other people, and that's what we're doing here, and this is the best way to do it.
He actually brought us all together.
Yeah, and
we would have never known. We all would have never known this had he not reached out to Jody in a panic.
In a panic.
I would have never contacted Jody. Ever.
No, he did this himself.
I don't do that.
Sparks just put into the chat his name and registered state. What is that, Sparks? Can you tell me, babe?
Donna just put in the chat, he told me he was lied to by Crystal and was ready to go to the airport, presumably to fly her. What? To fly to her place to help.
Yeah, Donna, he told me, he thought it was romantic. I'm going to show up one day on your doorstep with flowers. I said, you do that, you're taking one to the fly. Roll up. You show up at my doorstep with flowers, I'm not going to look at that as romance.
He's a registered sex offender in Tennessee as well? No.
I don't think that's him. It's probably just the same name. That's not what came up. I don't think that's him. Tilly's asking, why is my picture up there? I'm up here on panel. I'm here as support.
He's helped us in this.
I'm here for support.
I asked Shell to stay up here with me.
Yep. I am her support.
And Shell's played a big part in this with me. She's an important part of this with me.
And Tara, I swear, I wish I knew. I wish that when I messaged you that you would have answered me back and told me what was going on. Because
I know we would have nipped this in the bud way
bud
before.
a long time ago.
My sweet Tilly.
But you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I felt like an idiot. I said to myself, what did I do? And I'm not a stupid woman. I said, what did I do to make this man so angry that
Nothing.
he's going and telling lies about me? I thought I did something wrong.
Well, listen, yes, there was a photo sent to Tamara, also to
all of them,
several photos.
Several photos. And listen, he none of this would have been found out if Tamara wouldn't have come to visit me.
Yep.
Tamara came to visit me, and her and I sat down for, a couple of hours and talked and put everything together. And yes,
he was panicking prior to that. He was panicking prior to that visit. That's when the panic set in. And that's when he started saying, I need to talk to you over before Tamara gets there. She's manipulated. She's pathetic. She's trying to give you that TV break. I mean, I saw the text. He was in a panic.
I don't think that's him in those other states.
Oh my God.
I don't think that's him in the other states. So I don't think he was in Tennessee.
Carol and coconut milk, corned beef, lao, which is
who is that?
Hi, Kelly.
Oh my God.
Baby octopus.
That's Kelly. She's awesome. Kelly's awesome.
And then this is
scared the shit out of me.
Leaf with coconut milk baked in.
What the hell is this? What kind of food?
Maybe she's got her headphones on. I don't think Kelly heard me.
Samoan food. I'm trying Samoan food here.
Tell Kelly hi.
Yes. Yay.
Okay, I'm going to try getting Donna a picture of him. Thanks, babe.
Hi, Yaba.
Hi, Yaba. Okay, guys. Donna, I'm looking for your text. I'll get you a picture sent. Okay, guys. So, do we have any more questions?
Katie wants a link.
Katie wants a link for what?
Katie wants a link? Oh, sure. Okay.
You want to come on, or do you want me to send MFW? Do you want me to send you the
Yeah, send her the link.
Links to the stuff that I found. Is that what you want? Or do you actually want to come on panel? I can send you the links to the sex offender site if that's what you want. And
Katie, I could send you the other stuff if you want it.
I didn't know if she wants a link.
All right, I'm gonna check my Twitter. I don't know if I'm.
Link to the register.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back, guys.
And Katie, let me know if you want the stuff that I have. That there's some hasn't even been talked about today.
He's registered in Indiana.
Say it again.
She just said that he's registered in Indiana too.
It could be another name. I think he was here in Bremerton with the Navy. And he lived in Gig Harbor when he was here, because Bremerton's our big Navy port, you know, where the ship's port and yada yada. But he was in Gig Harbor here, Bakersfield. I can't remember.
It's a good question, yeah, but I don't know if he's supposed to be online. I don't know what his parole is. I don't know. And this is something I think that Tamara.
When they serve the no contact, I'll have a lot more information, because my county's getting a hold of his county to get that to him. Because I'm not gonna look over my shoulder at work every day, because he knows the wing that I work in and everything. He knows.
Right, and that's horrifying to me that it got that far.
Yeah. Well, because I was pressured, and everybody's pressuring me to prove what I do for a living. I don't know why it mattered to so many people. So I was pressured. I had to prove it.
Because it's crazy. YouTube is absolutely crazy, and I can't. I
don't have to answer to anybody.
I struggle here of everybody thinking that they are the rulers of YouTube, and you're going to tell me the truth. Like, who are you?
They're entitled to my information. I've got to prove myself because you said so. There's not a soul on YouTube I have to prove shit to. Yeah, I don't ask you about your stuff. I don't make you come to me and prove everything to me.
You're right. And that's where YouTube is.
Well, you're different, Uber.
My sweet Tilly. I know this is serious, but I gotta say, I absolutely adore Tilly. She is unbelievably funny, and she's so smart. And we DM, and the stuff she says blows my mind. She is so incredibly intelligent. I can't remember. She said something to me the other day, and the words she used were like so $5 words that I had to like look them up to see what she was talking about before I could reply to her. She's like amazing.
Shell gets really happy when she uses a big word. She'll go, "Did you see that? Did you see I just sent you a $5 word? You like that?"
What? Hey, you were excited. You were excited when I said extrapolate. You were like, "Woo!"
I was like, "Look at you. Use it in the right context and everything." I was so proud of you.
Captain Buford's links are gone off of YouTube and his Twitter. He's gone.
Go figure.
Oh, I am so upset.
I know, Uber. And let me tell you guys, this has been going on a long time. I've never mentioned a word of it to Uber. I didn't even tell Uber I had a background check. I didn't tell Uber these things were happening to me. I didn't tell Uber that he was verbally, mentally screwing. I didn't, because
no, I had to coax
I
it
didn't
out of
want
her.
to. I had to stress her. She'll did it. Yeah.
The little Italian fighter in me ended up coming out.
I didn't want to burden her with more stress and drama. And my role in Uber's life is comfort, friendship, love. My role isn't to come to her with drama and problems.
Well, you guys have a real friendship.
Katie, his picture, the picture that we showed, that Uber showed, is the same picture you're seeing in Indianapolis?
I don't know. I think that's a map. I think it's just that website. I'm trying to find MFW on my Twitter right now to send her the California website one, because I think that what happens on that website is that it pinpoints your own personal location. Because when I first sent it to Tamara, all of a sudden she was freaking out that it was showing Seattle. So hold on a second. I can't find her anywhere. Maybe I don't follow her.
Maybe turn your location off, Katie.
I'm going to send it to Katie in a DM.
Okay.
I'm trying to. Oh, there she is.
My head is still spinning.
Well, it certainly is something to make your head spin. I really.
MFW, I just sent you the link to the California one, and I don't know if you have to type his full name in, or if that link will just bring you right there.
No, you'll have to type in his name.
All right, so you just type in his name, and you'll see it come up. Right. So it's in your DMs.
I had to type in his name to find him, to get his picture.
And this is just the final straw here for this community.
Mhm.
You know, as far as this goes, I'm not done on my end. As far as protecting myself, protecting my family's identity.
Yes.
I'm not
Yes.
going to have my family hurt
No.
over this pile of shit. And I'm telling you, I've got the full backing of my family on this show. You know this.
I know. And what people don't know is that Tamara's family is in law enforcement.
And we've got a lot of resources, and not to sound like a dick, a lot of money and a lot of time.
It's terrible.
I guess this is just a really good eye opener for the whole community, not just concerning this nut.
Nope.
But
Stop talking shit about each other behind each other's back and come forward when you hear something.
Yeah, this is a big lesson learned all around.
yeah, that's one thing that
There's friendships that have been broken. There's people who've been hurt.
Right. If you hear something about another person on YouTube, go to that person and find out. But this is an eye opener for the whole community of YouTube to keep your information private, to keep your children off of YouTube, to not tell people things privately in DMs that you don't know who you're talking to.
No, Big Beans, no, that Tamara is not our Tamara. Someone in his family.
His first wife, his second wife or something was Tamara. And that's what he played on me.
Well,
and she's from Seattle. She's from Seattle, and her name's spelled like mine. And so it kind of freaked him out. He thought at first I was her infiltrating this community, trying to get to him. Like he told me he was scared of that at first. And then he played this angle. When he first started contacting me, he played this angle of, I'm going to protect you. I'm going to always have your back. Something glitched in the universe where you're my real Tamara. You're the Tamara nurse I was supposed to be with. You're the Tamara from Seattle. Something great. He did all that.
Well, didn't he had 4 wives, didn't he?
Yes.
3.
Yeah.
3.
Oh,
he told me, he said, I pray every night. And he says that, you know, when you watch a movie and you're like, nobody will ever say that to me in life, darn it, you know. And he would say things like, I pray every night that if I'll trade, I'll die tonight just to have a chance to talk to Tamara on the street and approach her and ask her to coffee, just for the chance to have known me earlier in life and have a lifetime with me. And he went on and on and on and on.
It's so crazy. But
It's crazy. He something is going on with him because everybody, like reading the chat, people were saying that he was becoming more and more sexually aggressive. He was becoming more sexually aggressive. He was more aggressive in chats. He had so much. Something was happening to him. He was losing.
My little, you know, show, my little place where I go and hide, my little chat and my happy place. He strong-armed that wrench out of there. There's another mod there who's like 25 years old and maybe has some problems, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe has some problems. He fixated on her and would say things like, she's like, I'm going to go take a bath, I'll come back. He'd say, do you need a sponge, boy? And then go boing, boing, boing.
Yeah.
Like he's, you know, obviously. It was disgusting. And then he starts hitting her up on Twitter, and he's in chat saying, did you get my pictures? Did you get my pictures? She's ignoring him because she's uncomfortable. She finally goes, yes, I did. So then he starts badgering her. What'd you think? What'd you think? Are you going to send me back? What do you think? What do you think? And this young girl with problems, and he's setting his sights on her and badgering her.
Flavors is how that works.
Ew. It's disgusting.
It was his next, victim.
Right.
Is a little.
See, based on my experience with him, and
she was so uncomfortable.
They do it, you take a bite of beach and get all the flavor and texture in your mouth.
I can't hear you, Diane.
After my experience happened with him and all the crazy shit, I wondered why everyone was so accepting of this guy in their chats, and I knew something was off, and I probably should have went directly to, let's say, Uber, because he was a mod in there, and said to her, why do you have this crackpot in here?
But you know what he makes you feel like? If you do that, you're going to look like the shit stirrer. You're going to be the one gossiping. You're going to be the one trying to start shit.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why I didn't do it. That's why I didn't do it. I held back because I didn't want to look like a shit stirrer.
Exactly. Because meanwhile, he's in DM saying, she's a shit stirrer. She's a shit stirrer. So then if you pop up, it's like, oh my God, I guess she is.
Exactly. So he was covering, what he was doing was he was covering his bases with the victims that he had, one being me, so that he started going around telling all you lies that I wanted to meet him in New York. Come on now. How crazy is that?
I know.
And I don't know. Did you guys believe that? Did you actually believe he said that I wanted to meet him in New York? Did you believe that?
Of course I did.
You did. Okay.
I don't know. Because the other girl,
I don't know you. So when I heard it, I was like, oh wow, that lady.
Well, the other girl, he told me about the other girl, and Diane, I'll damn it, you know. But he told me about her, that she was sending him all these lingerie pictures and telling me, you want to see him? And I'm like, no, he's good, because I'm not lying. I got him. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm chill. And she got so in love with him so fast that it scared the shit out of him. Yeah. And that she was a gold digger and a debutante, and he wanted him to take her to Bali and all this shit. He talked a lot of crap about her.
How he dined with kings.
Yeah, he protected a king.
Yeah. But oh God.
Oh,
he fought a bear. He fought a bear.
He fought a bear.
You smack it with your walker. I used a bear in the head with my walker.
He strangled a bear once with his compression socks.
Yeah. Now we're just mean.
Oh, don't. I can't even with all this. It's so crazy.
Oh my God. He would love to hear himself. And this is why when I first started, first couple of weeks, he was so charming. No pictures, nothing. So I have this image in my head, right? And he's just charming and oh God, he'll do it, da, 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 da. And then all of a sudden you start seeing little things, these little things that would bother me. And my friend in life that has a channel, Rock and Roberta, I would mention to her and she's like, how's it going with the guy you're talking about? I go, I don't know, I noticed like little thing, like he gets really aggressive sometimes. If I so much as interjected when he's telling his story, and let me tell you something, he could digress 20 ways to Tuesday and tell a simple story for 20 minutes. He loves to hear himself talk. These illusions of grandeur, you know? And if I even said, oh, wow, that's cool, and he'd be like, it would be so aggressive and so quick that he would just say, now stop, now just listen. Mm-hmm. Listen. And I'd be like, ew, okay,
yeah.
I am. But
I want to know about this bear that Angel fought a bear this morning. I want to know about this bear.
Hey, you guys go get a room and talk about it.
Ashley, you know what? When I saw the picture of his son, I did say to him, your son is handsome. But then my whole theory in my head was, are we really seeing pictures of his real family? You know what? I should have done a Google search image search.
But see, Diane, we don't care enough to do that. We don't care to do
that. I know.
Like nobody cares enough.
I know. I never did it. I thought about it later. I honestly,
I don't think now that all this has happened, I really don't think that he's in the Navy. I think that, you know, in that picture with the birds on his shoulder, there is a Navy hat behind him, but it's probably.
Well, so I think he was in the Navy only because I think his stories, his stories of being in the Navy, I think are a little embellished. But because he lived in Gig Harbor and Bremerton's, right? That's where they live, right? The military guys, yeah. And that's right by Uber.
Ugh.
I know, but see, Diane, you wouldn't think of doing a Google image search because you're not thinking he's a predator. You're thinking he's a nice guy, and you're thinking that, and you just don't mess with. Why would you?
Right,
you know?
Exactly. I didn't think anything bad at that point about him. I didn't know. I didn't know what was going on. I was secluded. I thought.
I mean, in hindsight, you feel stupid. You know, I do. In hindsight, you feel dumb. But I'll be the first to say, and Shell tells me all the time, I'm too trusting. Mm-hmm. I'm too nice sometimes, and I just trust people. I do.
Rosie. Yes, Rosie. He did say he was top secret, the CIA. He did say that.
Good God.
He said that to me. He
No,
also
he never told me that.
See, and also he got very angry with something that I had said to him in DM, and he misunderstood something I said. So I went back to my DMs and copy and pasted and sent it back to him, and he went berserk that he thought I was saving my DMs. And when I explained to him, I'm not saving them, I'm just not deleting them.
I did the same thing because he goes, I didn't say that. So I went up and I screenshot and sent him. He goes, you screenshot in our DMs? I go, I have them in my DMs. I don't need to
they're just saved. And he went berserk and he said, oh, it must be, because of my job. I delete everything. I delete everything.
He never told me about the CIA and stuff because he knows Kevin works for Homeland and I could verify that.
Oh,
that's something he never told me.
I want you all to see that Yabba Dabba Doo still has her doggone ranch.
Yeah.
By the way.
And he told me, he's like, Yabba pissed him off in chat. I don't know what he did, or I don't know why he was pissed. I don't even remember. Half the time I just tuned him out, or I'd mute him and like talk to my son for 20 minutes. But he, honestly, I would. And Yabba pissed him off. I don't remember what. And he said, I'm calling Uber in the morning. I'm getting that wrench takeaway. And that's when he sent me that list, Uber. And he said, you know what? I'm done with this. If I'm going to help her run that channel, she's going to use a and sent me that text. And then he texted me the very next morning. He goes, it's done. Got her wrench taken away. And that very afternoon, Yabba was in there with a wrench. Like, no, you didn't.
Wow.
I think he said that because he knew it had pissed me off. He poked me with Yabba. He told me not to talk to her. And if I didn't stop talking to her, he's going to do this and this and this and this. And he knew it would piss me off.
Everything
if he got Yabba's wrench takeaway, and it did. It worked.
Everything upset him. Hanging out and talking to the lesbians. Yabba pissed him off. Yeah. Stephanie Brown's a drug addict. Oh God, who was the other person? It was someone else too that he was dragging the crap out of. I can't remember who the other one was.
Everyone. And especially anyone he knew I was talking to.
In the Puff chat. Going after them about how they're all disgusting drug addicts, but then he was in there telling about how he was packing bowls.
Yeah, and then he's going around in people's DMs saying, "I think Tamara's a drinker. I think she's a drinker. I think she's a drug addict." But then he's in Puff's chat talking about, I'm loading up a bowl, but trying to be cool with the 420 community, And I've got screenshots after screenshots of him loading up bowls, and I'm high as fuck, and this and that. And then he goes to DM saying, I'm the drug addict.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't smoke weed. I don't do drugs.
Kitty wants me to ask everybody in chat who's had any kind of conversations with him, like private and DM or something.
Like if you have, press 1.
Hit 1, yeah.
Yeah, hit 1.
I've always wanted to say that.
Say it.
Say it.
If anyone in this chat has ever had any DMs with this man, hit 1.
Jennifer Custer, that one's upsetting me a lot.
That does it, honestly, Shell.
You were right on Tamara about that the whole time. You said that he got her.
Yep. I said, pay attention to Twitter. He is all over Jennifer.
Yep, going down the list, saying horrible things. Look at this.
Well, enough ones for me in this chat.
Look at this, Stephanie, mom of 3. Stephanie, mom of 3.
I can't see chat, you guys.
Yeah, well, Donna, Stephanie, mom of 3. I mean, look at all this. Look at look at them all.
Disgusting.
And this is just in this chat. We don't know who else.
Yeah, whoever's not here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Jamie.
And all of you that spoke to him, you know the things that he said. And all of you know that he probably said horrible things about other people. And he said horrible things about you to other people. It was a big, huge circle. Yeah, this man stays home, lives in his mother's house, and spends his day and night online.
And says his mother's his roommate.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Melissa Wandering Goat, she says, Jennifer, he got weird and wanted pics of my kids. I blocked him.
Wow.
Yep, I've talked to Melissa about this. I've kept her.
Oh my God.
Yep. The focus on the children.
Donna, his mother is not dead. His mother called Tamara screaming like a lunatic at her. screaming,
calling me a gaslighter, catfish, saying, and I said, what's in it for me?
He's
What
a good
nefarious-
boy.
Yeah, he's a good boy. That's what's in it for you. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, what would I have to gain? What? Are you kidding me?
His mother is not dead. He lied.
Jamie, that's the way he starts grooming people.
Right.
That's talking about little things like books, movies, music.
He watches and he knows what you like, what you don't like. And he does this for a while before he hits you up because he knew exactly what to say to me.
Donna says,
and it doesn't matter if it's his roommate or if it's his mother or dog. It doesn't matter. That's fringe.
Right.
You know what I mean? Who cares who this crazy lady is that he lives with? You know what I mean?
Donna wants to know why there's an obit on her then.
It's not her.
I see the chat now. Yeah, but that's probably a good idea.
Too. That's not her.
They could be dead, but it doesn't matter. Whoever it was that was with him had no right.
He's living in his
exactly, Diane.
But
no matter who it is.
Childhood home. He's living in his childhood home. That has been his home his whole life. That is his mother's home. That home is, it's listed as hers.
He told me that Donna is a family friend, that he spent a lot of time in that home, so it feels like home to him.
Yeah.
Because it is.
So he promised his mom before she died that he was going to take care of Donna, and so he invested all that money in the home, so now it's kind of half his too. Mm-hmm. And that he was going to see and never leave Donna's side because he made that promise because he's so valiant. You know,
Donna actually called Tamara, said her name was Donna. Like, so his mother's name was Donna, and his
Kitty
just happens to be Donna. No, Donna is his mother, and called Tamara screaming like an absolute lunatic at her, saying that Captain is
sent him money.
He's a good boy.
Yeah.
Saying he's a good boy.
She literally said he's a good boy. That's why, and I thought that's kind of weird. And I just thought because she was older than him that maybe it's just a really weird relationship. He has to keep his door open. Mm-hmm. He's got to be quiet because if Donna hears him, he's going to be in big trouble. And it's just very weird. Very weird.
Did anybody send him any money?
Nope.
That was one of the questions.
I didn't.
No, he's not the kind of guy. Remember, he comes off as this very special human being, so he would not ever ask for money. And if he did ask me for money, I would have never sent it. That's ridiculous.
Me too, yeah, but you should have seen us, Shell and I, on the phone 2 hours ago. We were literally sick to our stomach. We had to sit down and pass out and puke.
No, I just cried like a baby.
Well, because it's disturbing. And this isn't, I'm going to flirt with your wife in chat and maybe tell her she's pretty in DMs. This is serious. People are putting their children on the phone with him.
Someone asked, did anyone give addresses? I never gave him my address, but he could easily have found my address. Anyone can.
He has mine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Hi, Angel.
Which is why I'm getting the no contact, because he does have my address.
Well, okay, you guys, this is,
I think this is it.
Yeah, this is it, guys. Okay, so if you need to get a hold of any of us, you guys can get a hold of any of us on Twitter.
Yep.
Simple Eyes just put up her latest video.
And if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to DM me or whatever. If you have something that you think help me in what I'm not done. So if you guys have anything that can help
Hilly,
me I can gather, the
I'll
better.
talk to you in DM or something. I'll explain the whole story.
Tamara, I definitely want to talk to you, Tamara.
Yeah, because I'm not done.
Wait,
why does he care for him in this community? This doesn't end in my real life.
Stephanie says he knows hers.
Well, did you even give it to him?
Why would you
because he's going to send you a card or he's going to do something. You trust him. You think he's your friend. Probably the same reason Amanda has Stephanie's, for Christmas cards or your birthday or something. You think he's your friend. You think he's protecting you. You think he's got your back. He makes you think that he's holding you down. He's got your back all day.
My God.
And if you guys think about it, we all thought he was a good guy in this community. We all thought he was stand up. We all thought he was a good guy.
Well, that's how he presented himself.
We all did.
That's how he put himself out there, that he was this gallant man.
Exactly.
And bought into it.
He was helping with my internet, so I thought I gave him my zip code. Stephanie
He doesn't know
says
anything about
he doesn't
a computer.
look at that. He's friggin' taking people's addresses. And Stephanie has children.
Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of IP addresses, I heard that he said that I was trying to track his IP address, which is bullshit. That just never happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was telling somebody that his IP address was being hacked all the time, and he's supposed to be down in Bakersfield, California, Yaba.
So everyone, just be more mindful now in the future of opening up to people, talking about anything that's private. Just don't do it in DMs to someone that you don't know.
No.
I mean, this.
Yeah, Kitty. See, Kitty, he wouldn't tell me. He never told me that CIA story because he knows Kevin works for Homeland, and I could easily verify that.
Michelle, I think I am on your Twitter. Yes.
And he was really worried about me still in contact with Kevin. Once we started talking, he would ask me almost daily, do you talk to Kevin? Does he try to talk to you? Do you talk to Kevin? He was so scared that I was going to give Kevin his information because I would have found all this out, and I should have in hindsight.
Yes,
but you don't think to do that. I don't do that to people.
You know what,
I don't look
honest
people
to
up.
God, if you're going to be in a relationship, and this is straight out to everybody out there, if you are going to be in a relationship with someone, I don't see anything wrong with looking up their background when your children are involved.
Right.
Yes, Donna, he does have two brothers, an older and a younger.
Shell, we talked about this numerous times. If you're going to do a background check on someone, you do it if you're meeting, someone for a date.
Oh my God, B.
That kind of thing.
You guys read B's comment.
What is that?
She said, oh my God, Bakersfield, several accounts have come back to there.
Oh, on your
really
thing. Oh my.
So you have all of the total accounts.
Wow. But he loves B, right?
He loves B so much.
Well, we don't, boy.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry.
Interesting.
7 accounts from Bakersfield. 7.
Post
that
them
have
all,
just been in B's. God knows how many other accounts have been other places. Those are 7 in B's.
Mm-hmm.
This is insane. See, Shell, this is what I told you. This is things that I shouldn't know people. This is what I see on TV. This isn't something that involves my life or something. It's crazy.
I know. I really would like B to let us know what these accounts are so that we can all know and block them. And
right, Steph, I agree with that, Steph. We need to not jump the gun and just assume everybody's him either. Because there'll be some innocent people getting blamed,
Yes, yeah, but you're very correct. We might not all get along, but this is unbelievable. This blows my mind.
Yep. And what's crazy, the irony is his panic and paranoia is what brought us all together. He was his own doing in.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
And I'm
panicked people run to DMs. Guilty people run to DMs. Have any of you seen me in your DMs? The only person I DM'd was Jennifer because I saw him going after her, and I told her, I didn't even give her any information. I said, if you hear my name, come to me first and ask me, because I saw him stalking her around Twitter. I told Shell, I go, look at this.
This woman, let me tell you what happened, lovely Steph. Tamara was having problems. She wouldn't talk to me. So she came to my home, and I made her sit down and talk to me. And we talked for a couple of hours, and that's how this all came about. We pretty much had a good idea, but we just needed confirmation. And from there, we collected at least 5 women that this has been going on with that had DMs, that had the knowledge of what was going on. And so they've put their heads together, and this is what we've come up with.
Because I didn't want to burden Uber with my drama and problem. I don't go to Uber with drama. I never even told Uber that people were backgrounding me for the last 7 months or anything. I've never burdened her with anything. That's not my role in her life.
Nikki, he's gone
So
over.
I didn't want to tell her. I didn't want to upset her. And I knew that, well, what he told me was they talked every morning about the show, and they were so close. And, you know, you guys saw him in here. I'm Uber's favorite. He was really adamant about that. So I didn't want her to look at him differently. Like all the abuse that he had done to me. I didn't want to be that person to come between friendships, stress Uber out.
But when she came to my house, I showed her my phone. I showed her how often we talk.
She would answer one word to him, like yes, thanks, no. And every fifth text throughout the day, she barely talked to him.
Right.
But can I ask? All right, everybody's saying that his accounts are gone, that his Twitter account is gone, and everything. But I can't see his Twitter account on my computer, but I still have it on my phone. When I look at his Twitter account, it's there. He's just changed his name to Enigma.
Right.
He is gone from my list, so I am so fortunate that I did have that visit with Uber,
Yeah, he's
and
gone
just
from my
to show
list,
her
too.
clearly and
Yeah, see, I
easily.
have him.
I
You still have
screenshotted
it?
them all.
Yes, Jennifer.
What name though? What name is he under on yours, Shell?
BN Enigma.
Exactly,
okay.
Nikki. Yes, he did.
He changed it.
Nikki, he's already been in here today. He had the nerve, Yaba. Right? The nerve. Everybody
Yeah,
else
but we
takes the
didn't want to say
nerve.
anything for weeks. We didn't want to say anything to anybody. We were waiting, you know, to figure out what we were going to do.
He's been here today.
We weren't sure the way to go with this. We were seeing that he was going to other people in our community, and we could, you know, see him saying horrible things. He was lying about Tamara to other people, and we just didn't know how to handle it because no one wanted to be this big drama face.
Katie, I'm not worried. I'm not worried.
No one wanted to be that.
Retaliation. I'm not worried about retaliation. Let him come for me. I don't care. He can come for me. Come on.
He knows that he's not going up against me and my family. We have the money and resources. He can't match it. He can't. But you know what? I don't even feel bad. Not one iota, because I warned him. He chose this. I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, now listen, folks. This is what's going to happen. I just asked a YouTuber that pretty much knows what they're talking about when it comes to these videos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and privatize this video once I stop doing this. I'm going to privatize it. So if any of you have any questions, please get a hold of one of us. Yeah.
Good job, Jennifer.
Get a hold of one of us.
I just DM'd you.
Paparette, to be honest with you, I have not had time to do anything. This has been such a whirlwind in the last 4 or 5 days. Well, since Tamara came up here, before we did any of this, we needed to make sure we had our ducks in a row. We had our proof. We needed to make sure everything was the same person. And so I'm not going to do anything. Oh, Draft Horse, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. You know, he doesn't know too much about, well, he knows about me, not any more than the rest of you, to be honest, because I don't really talk to him. Thank you. Hashtag Draft Horse. Thank you, baby. That's really so sweet. That's so sweet. Thank you.
Uber, you blocked him though on your phone, right?
No.
No?
Nope.
He's not gonna come talk to Uber. He ran as fast as he could. He was in there for 1 second. When Tamara was at Uber's house, he came in, he made one shitty comment and left, and that was it.
Yeah.
That was it. He wasn't coming back.
And that's okay if he does contact me, because then I have the proof and I just keep it and we'll take it from there.
And he knows I've got Uber's back.
Yeah.
He knows that.
He's not going to contact anybody.
I look at anything done to Uber is done to me personally, and he knows I've got Uber's back.
I love you all. I'm okay. I'll be okay. I'm more worried about you ladies. Let's see the name, end of file, or like it on Twitter. What is that?
That's a good idea,
If anyone
Jody.
ever sees the name, end of file, or like that on Twitter, what's that? Is that a name? Yeah, he says yes.
I will be reporting this situation on my side to Canadian authorities on advice from my mother after telling her. Oh, Simple Eyes is going to report it.
Good.
I think that anybody, I think that any of you women who have children that he contacted and wanted pictures of your children or wanted to talk to your children, I think you all should report it.
Yep.
This is a sex offender.
At the very least, to have it on a record.
Oh, Pop, I'm okay, baby girl. I'm fine, honey.
Yeah,
I got
agree.
I got my killer dogs here.
And Paparette, I'm close to Uber. There's nobody's gonna bother Uber. Trust that.
I think the Trailer Park Barbie should be one that.
I think Trailer Park Barbie, I think that she needs to report it right away. Absolutely. I really think that all of you ladies, you need to report this because this is a big deal.
Barbie, what do you mean he's gone? What does that mean?
Yes, what troll names do we know him as?
We have to wait for B to get out of the Wendy's drive-through.
Just sit down.
Hopefully she's buying burgers for all of us.
I could go for some chili.
Yum. Angel, you're right. They need to know that he's online. I don't know how any of that works. I don't know if he's not supposed to be online.
What do
I would assume that he's definitely not supposed to be talking to children.
Does anybody in chat know if a predator is like this? If they're told not to be online? Does anybody know that?
I don't know. That's a good question to know. We don't know what his what his parole required him to stay offline. I would imagine if he's a registered sex offender that you wouldn't be able to go on social media. But again, I don't know that for sure.
Is Chaos
someone
in here?
Someone asked for us to print DMs. Please print DMs to show proof. Proof of what? We are the proof.
Do they mean to show the police? You probably.
You would need to see their. I don't know. I don't know what it means.
Well, yeah. We've got DMs.
What I think that they were saying is that you would go to the police with the DMs.
Yes.
Stephanie, do you know, is she okay?
Absolutely.
I'm really worried that this is going to upset Chaos.
Yeah.
She's okay, Tamara. She was upset by, other people came in, started, shouting nonsense trauma stuff that had nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Right. Chaos is looking out for us.
Because that was one of my biggest concerns today. That
was chaos. Yes. Yeah. Okay, guys. This is Center for Missing and Exploited Children call center. Thank you, Granny Monster.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
I really do.
Thank you, Uber, very much. Thank you for helping Tamara.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for helping everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.
If y'all have any problems, please contact us on Twitter. And
you guys can anybody could DM me if you want. I have an open Twitter.
Same here. I'm open to answer any questions.
Same here.
And I'm going to take a few minutes break, and then I've got DMs up the butt I'm going to have to get to.
I imagine.
Love you, Uber. Thank you.
Love you guys.
Thank you so much for doing this.
And thanks for being brave, ladies. This had to be done.
Yes, thank you guys very, very much.
All right. Love you all.
Okay, thank you.
Talk to you all soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.